So, welcome to SG classes, sir. Today we are going to discuss about the expected questions on the CA Foundation law paper. So, mostly these questions will come in the exam. I'm not saying that only these questions will come in the exam, but these are the probable questions from the exam point of view. So, focus more on these questions before entering into exam hall. So, let us start with one by one, sir. Let us start with Indian Contract Act. So in Indian Contract Act, we are having total 11 chapters, sir. From the first chapter, so what might be we can expect from the exam. So in the first chapter, two questions are important from exam point of view, sir. The first one is the domestic agreement, and second one is the types of agreements. So in the domestic agreements, the famous question is agreement between the father and son, agreement between the wife and husband. है ना बेटा? This is the one of the most important question. And the second one is voidable contract. Which contract, sir? Voidable contract. So these two questions we can expect from the first chapter. Very important है ना. So in the types of contracts, voidable contract is more important, sir, comparatively other types of contracts, sir. So this voidable contract is much more important, sir. And if you go to second chapter, no, sir, from the in the second chapter, this concept is very important, sir. When communication of offer ends, when communication of acceptance, favorite question for the examiner. And the next concept is offer is different from invitation to offer. Even this is a important question, sir. Pharmaceutical Society of Great Britain versus Boots Cash Chemist Limited. That case law is there, no? That case law is important. Generally, question will starts with this kind of the wording, sir. A shopkeeper is there, is displaying the pair of goods on the display in the shop. Someone customer come, he will select the goods. Subsequently, the seller don't want to sell the goods. Whether the seller has to sell the goods or not? Answer is no, sir. So this is a famous question from exam point of view. The first question is when communication of offer ends, when communication of acceptance. And the second chapter, so offer versus invitation to offer. And next, in the essentials of offer and acceptance, this is the essentials. Essentials of the valid offer and acceptance. So this one statement will be there, sir. The no term non-compliance which amount to acceptance. And this question also is asked frequently in the exam. And the another way famous question is general offer. Which offer, sir? General offer. So these four are the important from exam point of view from the second chapter. First chapter, sir, domestic agreements and types of agreements. And second chapter, when communication of offer ends and when communication of acceptance ends. And offer and accept, offer is different from invitation to offer. And that no term non-compliance which amount to acceptance, this one is important. And general offer, sir. And from third chapter, three questions are important, sir. Definition of consideration, he is asking in the exam for 2 marks. And stranger to consideration, this concept is very important, sir. So whether stranger to contract can sue or not, this concept is important. And nudum pactum, no consideration, no contract is important. And one more question is there, sir. Fourth question, this is also important, sir. Consideration need not move from party to contract. Chinnaya versus Ramaya. Consideration need not move from party to contract. Party to contract. So these four are the important from third chapter point of view from the consideration chapter. Definition of the consideration. So stranger to contract can also, stranger to consideration can so, and nudum pactum and exceptions. And in the essentials of valid consideration, the second essential is the consideration need not move from party to contract. It can move from any party. That is Chinnaya versus Ramaya. Chinnaya versus Ramaya. This is the important question from exam point of view, these four questions. And in the fourth chapter, there is a capacity of the parties. This is the most important question is the minor. Education loan given to minor, whether it is recoverable or not. If you are giving any education loan to minor, it can be recoverable from the minor's estate, but minor is not personal liable. So this one is important from exam point of view. From this chapter, only minor concept is most frequently asked question. And fifth chapter, free consent. In the free consent, so undue influence is important. He's asking the practical question on the undue influence and whether mere silence will amount to fraud or not. He's asking very important and definition of the fraud. Definition of the fraud and misrepresentation. Practical question he's asking. It's a practical question. He's asking on the misrepresentation. That is, one person will be there, beta. For example, Chintu is there. Chintu selling the car to Bunty. है ना? Chintu selling the car to Bunty. Subsequently, Bunty said to Chintu, my dear seller, there is a defects in the goods. There is a defects in the goods. Then Chintu said, so you go for repair. I will give you 40% of the repair charges. है ना? So Bunty for accept for that. Subsequently, again Bunty won't resign the contract. Can he resign the contract? The answer is no, sir. So this practical question is famous in the exam, sir. है ना? So these three are the important from this chapter, sir. That is free consent chapter. So first one is undue influence. Second one is whether silence will amount to fraud or not. Exceptions. है ना बेटा? Along with exceptions, sir. Here along with the exceptions. This is second important and misrepresentation. Next, legality of the objective and consideration. Sixth chapter. In CA foundation, this was not asked yet, Champatti and maintenance, but in CA end, this concept was there once upon a time. In CA IPCC, so Champatti and maintenance was famous question in the CA IPCC. In CA IPCC, so till now this question was not asked in CA foundation, but he may ask. And agreements in relation to parental rights and agreement with agreement to defer third party. Practical questions will be there, beta. These three questions are important from exam point of view. So we have discussed one case law here. So what about the case law we have discussed in the class? The same question will ask in the exam. So that is one person staying in the America, one person staying in the India, is giving the rental to third party without informing to owner. That question he will ask in the exam. Three questions: maintenance and champatti, by agreements in distant of parental rights, agreement to defer third party. These three are important from this chapter. Once again, from the first chapter, which questions are important, sir? Domestic agreements and voidable contract. Second chapter, when communication of offer ends, when communication of acceptance ends. Then offer versus invitation to offer. Next, no term non-compliance which amount to acceptance and general offer. These are four important questions. Next, in the consideration chapter, definition of the consideration, stranger to consideration cannot so, and Nudum Pactum along with its exceptions. And fourth question is that is consideration need not move from party to contract. That is a Chinnaya versus Ramaya case. That's very, very important, sir. Next, fourth chapter, education given loan given to minor, famous question. And fifth chapter, undue influence, whether silence amount to fraud or not, and misrepresentation. Sixth chapter, maintenance and champatti, parental rights, agreements in relation of parental rights, and agreement to defer the third party. Next, in the seventh chapter, void agreements, so this agreements in relation of trade is important. Practical questions he will frame, sir. And contingent contract and wagering contract differences he will ask. Direct question. Contingent contracts and wagering contingent contract to wagering agreement. So this question he will ask differences, sir. Difference between the wagering agreement versus contingent contract. Direct question he will ask. From the first question he will make a practical question, sir. Practical question he will make in the first question. But for second and third, he will give the differences. So this is what we have to focus in the seventh chapter. And in the performance of a contract in next chapter number 8, performance of a contract, three questions are important. That is joint and several liability of joint partners. This question is very, 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 very important, sir. This question was asked so many times in the exam, sir, and CA foundation. I gave one example in the class. A, B, C jointly promised to give 30,000 rupees to D. D can recover 10, 10, 10 from ABC, or he can recover everything from A also. Then B has contribute to A, C has contribute to A. We have discussed, no, sir. That question very important from exam point of view. Very important question, sir. And assignment of agreements involving personal skill. It cannot be assigned, no, sir. If the personal skill is involved, singing, dancing, that question he will ask in the exam. That painting question he will ask in the exam, sir. So a painter is there, so I entered into agreement with a person for painting of his picture. Subsequently, I was unable to paint. Can my son paint it, sir? Answer is no, sir. That question is important. And appropriation of payments also important. है ना? So these three questions are important from this chapter. So appropriation of payments, last chapter. So I give an example now, sir. So Chintu is giving the so many loans to Appal Apparao, है ना? So many loans he gave to Appal Apparao, AP. Clear na? Subsequently, so he's making the sum of the payments. Debt to be discharged is indicated. Debt to be discharged is not indicated. That question is there, no? That question is important from exam point of view. That is the appropriation of payment, last concept in the 8th chapter. So this one is very important from exam point of view. है ना, sir? So next chapter number 9, discharge of a contract. Here supervening impossibility and its exception is very very important, sir. And even two case laws are there here. So the king case law, so that king case law is very important, sir. Exceptions to supervening impossibility, very important question. And grounds on which contract may be discharged, that is the summary of the total chapter. This is nothing but summary of the total chapter. In how many ways a contract may be discharged, है ना बेटा? So that one we have to write. All the headings he is asking, sir, है ना? By performance, है ना? By mutual consent, by discharge of a contract, by impossibility of the performance, by breach of a contract, है ना? So heading is there, no? So all the headings you have to write. He will go for 4 marks, 5 marks, maximum 6 marks he will give, sir. So these two are very important from exam point of view in this chapter, sir. So exceptions to supervening impossibility, grounds on which contract may be discharged. It means it's date question, sir. First question he will ask on the practical question he will frame, sir. It's a practical question, and this is date question. And we have to write all the headings of the chapter for this question. Second question. Next one, breach of contract. Here most important question is anticipatory breach of contract and remedies available to aggrieved party in case of anticipatory breach of contract. So remedies available to aggrieved party. Among that, damages is very very important. Remedies available to aggrieved party. Among the damages is very very important. And sometimes he may ask the quantum merit also. Quantum merit means quantity of the benefit. So types of damage is also very very important. So this from here I'm making this question, sir. In this case law, in this damages, one case law is there. Hardly was backs and lay. Remember the case law name and remember the facts of this case law also, sir. Very important from exam point of view, है ना? So this all about the 10th chapter, sir. That is the anticipated breach of contract, remedies available to aggrieved party, and types of damages. Next 11th chapter. Even it looks like an unimportant chapter, but in out of 3 items, one question is coming from this chapter, sir. So quasi contracts are very important, sir. So types of quasi contracts are there. No, he can ask any one of the type of the quasi contract. Otherwise, he can ask date question. You know? So in how many ways a quasi contract can be formed? The date question he can ask, sir. In how many ways a quasi contract can be formed, and he can ask any one of the specific contract practically. You know, sir. So example, finder of the last goods, famous question in the exam. And this is silent features of quasi contract date question. Circumstances under which quasi contract is can be entered, है ना? Assumed. Right to recover the money paid for another person. This question was asked 2-3 times in the exam, sir. है ना? And quantum merit he asked once or twice in the exam. So among that also, these I'm giving 5 stars. No, these two are very very important. Beta. है ना? First, third, fourth are very very important. Finder of the last goods and types of quasi contracts. Right to recover the money paid for another person. But one case law was there here also. One case law will be here. है ना? This is all about the first chapter, sir. Then second chapter, that is Sales of Goods Act. So let us try to understand which is the what are the favorite questions of the examiner from the Sales of Goods Act. First chapter, formation of the contract of the sale, essentials of the contract of sale. Date question he is asking, sir, for 4 marks. है ना? Next, ascertained and unascertained goods. So he is asking you to write about the ascertained and unascertained goods. Date question he will asking, sir. And types of the goods also he is asking sometimes. And effect of destruction of the goods he is making the practical question, sir. Here. So this one is very very important here. And this one is also very very important. You know? And next priority is this one, sir. Last priority is the types of goods. So even these 4 questions are important from first chapter of the Sales of Goods Act. Essentials of a contract of sale, that is section 4 definition we have to write, and also the essentials 1 line. So ascertain and unascertained goods, favorite question for the examiner. Types of the goods, effect of destruction of the goods. So these four are important. And in second chapter, conditions and warranties, this chapter itself is important, sir, first of all. You know, difference between the conditions and warranties asking, and when breach of conditions treated as breach of warranty. 3 points will be there, beta. You know, those 3 points is asking in the exam, sir, for 2 marks, 3 marks. You know, and condition as to quality and fitness along with the exceptions. Obviously, you know, very, very important. And condition as to sample. This question is asking practically. This is a direct question. This is a direct question. This is a practical question. This is a practical question, and this is also sometimes practical questions, sometimes direct questions. You know? So these questions are asking in the exams, and sometimes exceptions are covered, but this one is very, very important, sir. So these 5 are the important questions, sir. So first question directly question, second question direct question he will ask. Third and fourth he is making the practical questions, sir. Implied warranty sometimes is asking directly, sometimes he is making the practical question from the implied warranties also. Next, property chapter. Only one question is important, sir. That is the non-code habit along with its exceptions. Mostly is making the practical question only. So rarely he is giving the rate question. Sorry, mostly is giving the rate question only, sir. From this shop, he is asking the date concept only, beta. So he's asking date question. So what is the meaning of non-code habit, and give the exception, and also give the explain the exceptions. Most practical questions. Rarely he is asking the date questions, sir, from this concept. Hai na? Next, types of delivery is important. Acceptance of delivery. This last concept of the delivery chapter, beta. Everyone will leave that concept, but that concept is very, very important, beta. Acceptance of delivery is something more than the mere delivery. Generally, people will skip that concept, but he's asking that concept, beta. Acceptance of delivery, last concept of the delivery chapter, and rights and duties of the buyer and seller on delivery of the goods. Both are the same, you know? Both are the same. So types of the delivery, and he's not focusing on the conditions as delivery, beta. So mostly he's asking the types of delivery, and last concept of the delivery chapter, that is the acceptance of delivery and rights and duties is asking. Next, unpaid seller also. This chapter also very important, sir. Chapter itself is very important. Here, conditions and warranties chapter number 2 is important, and chapter number 5, that is the unpaid seller, is very, very important from this chapter. In this act, sales of goods act, conditions, warranties, unpaid seller is favorite chapters for the examiner. So don't skip any topic from these two topics, from these two chapters. So unpaid seller, rights of unpaid seller against the buyer. That question is asking, sir. That question he is asking for 2 marks. And the rights of unpaid seller against the goods. Sometimes direct question, sometimes practical question he is asking, sir. A right to stoppage of goods in transit, direct question only he is asking. And auction sale, direct question, important, sir. Auction. Essentials as to actually auction he is asking in the exam. So these are the 4 important questions from this chapter. Unpaid seller. Next, partnership act. In the first chapter, essentials of a contract of partnership he is asking. There is 4 definitions, 4 points will be there, no sir, 4 to 5 points. So we have to explain one line or two lines. And mutual agents is very important, because it is a conclusive evidence of the partnership. Difference between the partnership and nature among the other differences, because we have so many differences. Among that, this one is more important. When partnership does not exist also, that is exceptions to existence of the partnership. This one also is asking, sir. Date question only. Next, in this act, favorite chapter for the examiner is chapter number 2. For the examiner, consequences of non-registration of the firm, very, 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 very important. And procedure for non-registration of the firm, and procedure for registration less important, but consequences of non-registration of the firm is very important, sir. Next, expulsion. These 3 all are important, beta. Relationship between the partners in this chapter. So all 3 questions are very important. Expulsion, minor as a partner, rights and duties of the partner, minor partner. Implied authority is less important. First 2 are very important comparatively. These 2 are more important, sir. And minus authority in the emergency also very important. And partner by holding or partner by stop, partnership at will, particular partnership. This one also important. So out of these 6, again these 4 are very, very important. Expulsion and minor as a partner. In implied authority, so many headings will be there, but he can ask any one of the heading for 2 marks or 4 marks. So but less compared to less important. And the partners authority in emergency is important. Estoppel and holding out all sometimes is asking. This one also important emergency. And a particular partnership at differences is asking. Sir, again favorite chapter. You know, for the examiner in this act is dissolution, sir. Here, two chapters are very important from the exam point of view. Registration of the firm and dissolution of the firm. These two are important, sir. Differences is asking, sir. Dissolution of the partnership versus dissolution of the firm. And methods of dissolution, date question beta. These two date questions. This is a practical question sometimes he is asking. Once this question was asked, continuing guarantee, effect of the continuing guarantee on reconstitution of the firm. So these three are important from. This is only 2 marks question, sir. Small 2-3 lines will be there, beta. He may ask for 4 marks, and this one also he may ask for 4 marks, 4 to 6 marks he will ask. So these 3 questions are important from this chapter. Next, Companies Act, है ना? Main focus features of the company and lifting of the corporate will, है ना? Simply, in the lifting of the corporate will also reduction of the number of members below statutory minimum and also fraudulent trading and the Dinsha case law is there, no? So these 3 are important in the lifting of the corporate bill, है ना? Corporate bill concept is important, and among that these 3 are very very important. Reduction of the number of members below statutory minimum, fraudulent trading, and Dinsha case law. So whenever corporate bill comes, we have to explain this Salmon versus Salmon and also Lee versus Lee Air Firm Private Limited Company. This is part of the features of the company only. And types of companies. In my class, I have explained last arrow, है ना? Other companies, that is non-profit organization, illegal association, nidhi company, small company. Directly he is asking for the 4 marks. Very very important, sir. Other types of companies are very very important. Companies based on the control, holding subsidiary associate. Here he is giving the practical questions, sir, for 4 marks. Holding and subsidiary is important in CA Inter, even in the CA Foundation also. Clear? So one question was previously asked on the associate companies, sir. So holding subsidiary associates are important from exam point of view, not only in the CA Foundation but also in the CA Inter. And OPC is very important, sir. Among the private public OPC, OPC is more important compared to private company and public company. OPC is very very important. That questions is making, sir. And foreign company and government company is giving the question, practical question for 2 marks, 3 marks only. So in this chapter, main priority NPO, illegal association, nidhi company, small company, OPC. These 4 are very important, sir. 5. NPO, illegal association, nidhi company, small company, and OPC. So out of this, he can ask any one of the questions, sir. Very important. Next, in the incorporation, B category chapters are not so important chapter. B category, unless you're lucky so bad, he will not ask. He may ask process of incorporation or definition of the promoter. So that too less important. He may ask, he may not ask. And the certificate of incorporation or certificate of commencement of business, he may ask for 2 marks. And favorite next chapter in the MOA, he's mostly asking the objective clause. Which clause, sir? Objective clause. That's ultra virus transactions. Case law is there, no beta. The train case law, Ashbury case law. That one is important. The second priority is the register office clause. And most important favorite chapter for the examiner is the doctrines. In the Companies Act, second chapter, types of companies, and 5th chapter, AOA doctrines are very very important, sir. Remember, understanding, sir, AOA in the second chapter, the types of companies, and also the 5th chapter, AOA doctrines are very very important. So difference between the MOA and AOA, he is asking sometimes. Doctrine of constructive notice, doctrine of indoor management, very 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 important. Out of that, one case law is there, but exceptions to doctrine of indoor management, forgery case law, that is very very important. And also the doctrine of indoor management, Tarkan case law is very very important. These 2 are favorite questions for the examiners, sir. Next, LLP. Even LLP is, people feel that it is very easy, but he's asking the each and every topic from the LLP. In every attempt, he's changing the questions, sir. This chapter weightage is 4 marks. So he may ask any question from this. These are the comparatively more important questions. Essentials of the LLP and steps involved in the formation of LLP. Or DP, designated partner. He may ask a practical question or data question from this DP, sir. 2 to 4 marks. LLP is an alternative business form. Explain. This is the first 2-3 paras of the LLP Act. So directly how we can write based on the general also you can write, sir, that is importance of LLP is asking sometimes. And discuss the conditions under which LLP will be liable and will not be liable. So when the will between the partners and LLP should be disregarded, for which kind of activities of the partners LLP is liable, for which kind of activities of the partners from LLP will not be liable. That question is asking in the exam, sir. And last, difference between the LLP and partnership and company he may ask, है ना. So these are the questions, sir. Among that, first question is very important, and second question, and this one, third question. So these two are very very important, sir, in the LLP chapter. So with this, all the important questions of this chapter is over, sir, है ना. So I hope you will read the exam well. So good luck, sir. Hope to see you again in the CA intern. Have a great time. Enjoy the day. Srinath Gupta.